Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. My name is Yakawa from Great Millstone, Philadelphia camp. Today I'm going to do a quick lesson on RFID applications, just to show you that there is an agenda to push RFID. Pursuant to Revelation 13:16, prophecy that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. We look up the word mark in the book of Revelation 13:16. The word there is charagma. Okay, and this is the agenda of the so-called white man, the elites, to push on the world. Okay, so we're gonna go over some of these applications. Alright, well, it doesn't want to load up. So if you can catch it, you have the mosquito, okay? This fly that could take a blood sample and implant the RFID microchip. Alright, so that's an actual application. Alright. You also have this crosswalk. You actually can push this crosswalk to get more time. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna go back to this one. Okay, insect drone. RFID applications could take blood sample and plant RFID chip. Okay, so they released thousands, if not millions, of these things, and say a few hundred people feel a sting. You know, when they brush it off, you know, thousands or more are going to actually get implanted. All right, so this is one application. Okay, that's one application. Next application. Probably remember this from Minority Report. I believe IBM, from right, they're designing this, or it's already designed. Basically, when you walk into a building or walk into an area, you get certain access to certain technologies or privileges within the building. Okay, such as high-speed internet, let's see, HVAC sensors, fire, video surveillance, access, elevators. We got visitors management, kiosks, telephone, high-speed internet. Okay, so these are some of the applications that the RFID chip will be linked to. All right, and that's not far-fetched. This is in the movie Minority Report. What I typed in to find this was a Minority Report eye scan. That's just what I typed in. Yes, there it is, right there. When you walk into the store, they started saying his name and importing products to him. Okay, so that's the same thing which is going on here. Okay. Human location information. So this is not far-fetched. Okay. Not far-fetched at all. All right. Next we have RFID mouse. You can Google tool miner RFID mouse or tool minder. I believe I spelled that right. And I don't really know anything about it, but except that it's activated by RFID. Okay, so if you had the chip in your hand, you just come in close proximity to the mouse, and it will activate it. Maybe it's like a password, RFID password. Maybe it opens up certain websites. You know, give you access to certain websites, and or it helps you makes you log into your computer. You know. Because, you know, we have the password that we have to type in now. So what they're trying to push with this RFID technology, which is the market of beast, having a security application for your computer. All right. think that was it. All right, and then we have the picture that the others put together. The Mark of the Beast 666. Okay, this is the chip, the implantable microchip that's spoken about in Revelations 13 and 16. We look up the word Mark in Revelations 13 and 16. The word there is charagma, which means something that's implanted, an incision. Okay. And we have the crosswalk. Tap for longer crossing time. And they show the card right here, but whatever implantable device or whatever RFID device you have will trigger this reader. Okay, so whether it's a credit card or which in the future, pretty soon, it's going to be in your right hand or your left or anywhere, because if you take the chip, you take the incision, no matter where it is, that's the mark of the beast. What you're saying is the so-called white man Esau owns you, okay? And the Most High, Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh Shai is not your power, it's not your God. That's what you're telling or proclaiming, showing by accepting this mark. Okay, so this is, you can clearly see this is an agenda, okay, to push the RFID technology. All right, I don't know what city this was taken in. That's found it off the internet. Clear evidence, undeniable, that this RFID agenda, this implantable RFID agenda, is real. Okay, for all you scoffers that think that there's no agenda, there's no conspiracy. Okay, conspiracy means two or more people meet together in secret to devise a plan. Okay, this is clearly an RFID agenda. There is clearly an RFID agenda. All right, was that the last picture? All right, going back to this one. This is very serious right here, but if it gets off the ground or not, the world will see a RFID implantation. Okay, no matter what type of technology they try to use RFID in, whether it's that mosquito or it's the implantable or both, okay, this technology is going to be pushed, all right, because it's according to prophecy. Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, like I said before, the word mark is charagma. Where is it at? Charagma and mark. And I'm gonna let that load. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, which is the same thing, or the number of his name, which is the same thing, because it's 666. The number and the name are the same thing, and it's encoded within the chip. His wisdom let him understand, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, which is Esau, Edom, and his number is 603 score and 6. All right, 66. All right, charagma comes from karax. Use a trench and printed mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, with Antichristos, plural. All right, I mean more than one, but mainly it's referring to the body of the so-called Illuminati, so-called enlightened ones of the elite. Esau, damn devil. A thing in carved, sculpted, graven work. So I mean, it cuts into something. It cuts into it. Like I did the previous video on a chip, pertaining, also called microchip. When you go back to the origins of the word chip goes back to the word sip, which means a plowshare. Okay, a plowshare is referring to something cutting. Plowshare. The cutting part of the mold board of a plowshare. So it's referring to something cutting. All right, plowshare goes up to the word sip. 1300s Middle English. Chip.
Chip.
Okay, so chip goes all the way back to the word to cut. Cut. Something cut. The cutting part of the mold board of a plowshare. Okay. So the chip is something sharp. Alright. Karagma, that's going into your body. Okay, so it's going to go beneath the surface of your skin. Alright. Let's go into the word. Karax, a palisade. Palisade.
Palisade.
Fixed in the ground, meaning once went beneath the surface. All right. Okay, so these are the applications of the RFID microchip. We got the mosquito. We got services or information that are going to be granted to you once you enter into a building. All right, what else we have? We have security devices. This is a mouse. You can Google a tool minder. All right, so this is more than likely used for maybe to access certain websites or to access your computer, the desktop. All right, that's huge. So when your hand comes in close proximity to it, it will activate, unlock. And for you scoffers that say all ESOL technology, this RFID technology is it's easily hackable and all this shit. All of ESOL technology is hackable and flawed. So you can't come with that argument. RFID is just too hackable. Okay, you can hack 128-bit encryption. Okay, you can break into a damn building and attach a laptop and download shit off the server. That's flawed. Okay, so just RFID technology is flawed also. Okay, that's why Yahweh Bashim Rao trying to destroy his ass. So-called Illuminati. All this shit is flawed. All right, so you can't come with the argument that this RFID technology, implantable technology, is flawed. No shit. All right. Minority report. I scanned. All right. Anything else I need to go over? All right. I believe that was it. Revelation 13:16. Corrects. All right, that was it. I hope you brothers were edified. When I find out more information, more details, I'm gonna further update the site. So to the next episode, Akim Shalom.